All right, you guys. let's knock. Are you guys feeling a certain way? Like want it kind of more relaxing or want it more invigorating today? Not it's too hot. Okay. Hey, how's it going? All right, we voted and we're gonna do relaxing today, which is not what I had. That sounds good to you. That's not what I had written down though. Yeah, yeah. Let's do relaxing. Sounds good to me too. Then let's come up to here. Oh, I know what we could do after this. We'll do a chi massage. That'll be good. Hey, come on in. Oh, welcome, welcome. Come on in. There's some spots in the back row there. Sometimes some chairs are good to have because we do some balancing. Yeah. We're just hitting some pressure points. Our feet are kind of hips distance apart, and we're just twisting at the waist and letting the momentum carry our arms over. We're doing the tops of your traps here and your kind of your lower back. They call it the door of life in Chinese medicine. It's like your kidneys. So we're kind of trying to hit there. And then we're come down to our chest. These are our lung points. So let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Sighing is a good way to release tension. Inhale. Then we'll do the waist. Just let your arms slap around your waist. And then this one's called water waves. Just let your arms glide through the air. And then it's a good moment to breathe deeply. Kind of notice where you are. Notice your feet on the ground. Notice the air going across your arms. Maybe notice the clothing on your skin. Let yourself arrive. And we'll slow it down and just let your arms kind of be at your sides. And just again, notice this is kind of the posture for Qigong and Tai Chi. Again, your feet are hips distance and try to notice if they're flat. Like maybe you have a tendency to kind of bow out or bow in. See if you can get your heel in the middle, get the balls of your feet in the middle. Maybe lean forward a little. Notice, oh, the weight's on the balls of my feet. Lean back. It's in the heels. You can find the middle. And then always our joints are kind of bent. It's kind of the beginning of martial arts. So they're kind of always ready, and balance is important. Being in your center is important. So if someone comes at you, you can kind of just like, move out of the way like the Matrix, right? Okay. So then you feel like your head is suspended from the sky like a hook right in the crown. Okay, so it tucks your chin back and in, so you got a nice, long, straight neck in the back. See if you can keep that. And then just let your arms, like you're a hanger, and let your arms kind of dangle to the side. They're almost like a little circle. That's the posture. Try to kind of check in back to here sometimes while we're doing our moves. Like even if we're, like when we were twisting, it's like I got a tent pole down my center and I'm twisting around the tent pole. It's kind of quite different. It's subtle. And it's something that, you kind of get better at with time. Yeah. So anyway, that's the posture. And also, it's very customizable. So any moves that don't fit your body or you can't, you got an injury, you just modify them, don't do them. You could always just go back to this, and you can always sit down if you need to sit down. This class is about being really gentle with ourselves and kind of working on our energy system rather than forcing or really think, oh, I got to build muscle or I got to push myself. It really does come with time. It's amazing, even being gentle on yourself, how much progress you'll make with like balance and feeling better in your body and strength, even. Okay. So let's do a little bit. Let's do the spinal cord breathing. So again, we got our posture, standing straight up, hook, chin's tucked in. And we're gonna yawn like when you get up in the morning, like inhale and then exhale, curve your back and force the air out. Inhale, chest is wide open. Exhale, chest is kind of closed in. Inhale. You could easily do this seated. Maybe if you have shoulder issues, you could make the movement smaller. You could even just be right here. Very customizable. And then we're practicing moving with our breath. So on the inhale, it's like the movement takes the whole inhale. Exhale. Try not to be like inhale, exhale, like that. Nobody was doing that. Think that's how you do it? Well, you got some. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, because they're doing something else, huh? There. Yeah. Okay. Shake it out a little bit. Somewhat, you can sometimes be surprised how much your shoulder muscles will get stronger because we lift our arms up a lot. Yeah. So let's do, I do like the meridian stretch. I think this one's available. So this one we inhale and like we make the little arrow with our hand and we do a little back bend if you can. Inhale. And then exhale, you just squat as low as you want to. Just, sometimes it feels good to go low, sometimes it doesn't. Inhale. Exhale. In. Exhale. Next time when you come up, let your arms go in like a swan dive in yoga, maybe like a flat back. And we're just going to do a forward fold. So you can put your hands on your thighs if you want to keep it kind of high, or bend your knees so it's not such a hard stretch. Just lean over. And you can kind of play with your knees a little bit, bend them, straighten them. Take some breaths. We're going to roll up real slowly, real gently. So bend your knees, interlock your fingers, and see if you can feel like one vertebrae at a time rolling up. And then when you get up, let your hands keep traveling up, the palms face away, and then the palms face the sky. And this one's called Raise the Bubbling Spring. So this is a balanced one. So you might want a chair, or you don't do it. You can just come up on your tiptoes. So it might help is hold the chair, come up on your tiptoes, and then you come down. And then we're going to stretch to the side. While we're stretching the side, inhale, and then exhale. Let's stretch again. Exhale, come to the middle, and then over to the other side. Inhale. We're stretching the intercostal muscles of our ribs. Come to the middle, and hands out to the side. And that's the arrow. Again, try that again. And shake it out a little bit. All right. So our feet are closer together on this one. Make the little arrow with our hand. Inhale. And then exhale into a squat. Push through your heels. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And the next time you're standing up, let your hands go, swan dive to a forward fold, and just breathe. You can even, if you want, push off your shins into a straight back on the inhale. Exhale, fold over. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now let's just stay down for a second. And then let's roll up on an inhale. Bend your knees. Gently roll up. Your hands just keep flowing up. Palms face away from you, up to the sky. And then raise the bubbling spring. Come on to your toes. And then come down. And then stretch to the side. Inhale. Exhale. Stay on that same side. And then exhale, come to the middle, and then we'll go to the other side. Inhale. Exhale. And then exhale to the middle. And then just let your arms come out to the side. Shake it out a little bit. All right, that was fun. Let's do the YMCA one. We need room for that. Watch out for chairs and stuff. This one is really fun. We do it a lot. Is you trying to let's get where she can. Is you just first just practice letting your arms fall down. Inhale and exhale. So let's let the muscles. Okay, now I'm gonna turn to the right, and my left arm comes in front, and my right arm comes behind. And then come back to the middle. I'm gonna face this way. Okay, so when I come down, my right arm comes in front, left arm comes behind. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Notice my knees are kind of bobbing. Inhale, they're straighter. Exhale, bob to the side. Inhale, exhale out the mouth. Inhale, exhale. You can go a little faster if you want, or just keep that slower pace. We'll slow that down. Just shake it out a little. All right. Let's get our hips a little too. Now this one is called Tiger Clears the Way. And it's kind of similar. Inhale, and then exhale, you bend, you straighten. I'm always like safe, bend, and you come up the middle, right? All right, slow that down. We made it. We're safe. Okay. All right. Huh? We have to. So that means we have to squat though. We only get to do that when we squat. So this is Tiger Sits in the Grass by special request. So you didn't know. So this one is again, and this is really good, warming up your hips, and you can customize it. It's good to practice the squat. It helps your hips and strengthen your lower back. And you can just really customize it again. You could even do it from a chair if you want to, and that's good practice. So getting in and out of a chair. Sometimes, you can hold on to something or practice against a wall. So you're trying to have a little like flatter back and not kind of bending over and doing it, but coming straight down. Okay, now we're going to roar. So we'll come up. Okay. Now you feel tough, right? Let's shake out. I always feel like this is good for a little carpal tunnel, but it can be a little strong sometimes, huh? And we'll just shake out our wrists right in front of our chest. Just keep breathing. They're like piano. Let's do a little wrist circles. So really try to kind of it's bent up, bent. See how much you can really bend that wrist. Circling around. So a little less like patty cake, or karate chop. A little more mystical. And then come the other way. You can rock side to side if you really want to get into it. Practice for dancing later. Could even let's do a little inhale, exhale, inhale, Exhale. I know, like I crochet. This is really good. Like if you've been trying to do like some needlework or something, typing or okay, and then we'll do the wave. So this one, really try to get, so like when you're here, really try to get that wrist stretch. When you're down here, try to get the bottom wrist stretch. And notice which way you're doing the wave, because we're going to try to do the opposite. So, one way just kind of happens naturally. The other way, it's like, what? Okay, so we're going to switch. So notice, here we come. Ooh, okay. I can't even explain how to do it. I don't even know. I don't know. Okay. Whew, check that out a little bit. We got a brain workout. Let's do the chi massage and then let's do move the body like a river first. Get it kind of warmed up in our hips again. And then we'll do chi massage. So we're just shifting the weight back and forth with our legs. So your feet are wider. And kind of, it's cool to kind of even feel like push off and feel like you're water. And like when you push off, it's like slosh over to the other side, slosh. And we let our torso follow. Let's like. And then you can hinge at the waist more too. And it's just a little bit different feeling. And if that doesn't feel good, you can come back upright. So it's just a choice to what feels best to you today. And if you want to try, you can add the arms, like again, pushing the energy to one side, pushing the energy to the other. Not feeling it. Okay, and then we're gonna go do a forward fold in the middle with the wide legs. Just relax down. If you don't want to go, if it hurts to relax down, you can like use your hands on your thighs or calves. I like to wiggle my hips. And then just breathe and let go of tension. And just notice when you let go of tension, you go a little further. And then bend your knees and roll up gently. You can bring your arms up above your head and then out to the side. Shake that out a little bit. Okay. Let's do the chi massage. I've been promising it since the beginning. So we're going to inhale and then take the palms of your head to the crown, palms of your hand to the crown of your head. And you can just kind of use that to massage the back of your head. And then take your hands, interlock the fingers, but leave the thumbs out. And then circle, start maybe at the base of your skull and circle down the sides of your neck. And then just keep doing that. And just kind of give yourself a neck massage. You can try little circles. You can try up and down. Do what feels good. And then we'll bring our hands from behind on either side of our neck, like kind of give our little neck massage here. And then we're gonna like interlock your fingers and put them on the top of your sternum. Kind of hard for me with that mic, but you put them on top here, and then you wiggle and you come down your sternum. So let's get this out there. So just kind of wiggle, and you do from top to bottom because you're trying to help the energy go down. If your heart energy goes up into your head, that's anger, usually. So we want to help when we get frustrated or whatever, we want the energy to go down into our belly first, and that tends to calm it down. Kind of gets it settled for a second. Okay. And then we'll slap. So the energy goes down the inside of the arm and up the outside. So this is called like acupressure instead of acupuncture is when they use the needles. When you're like tapping on yourself, you're hitting the same points that they put the needles in. So it's kind of a cool way to give yourself a massage to help your body out without needles, without a degree, right? Okay. And we'll do the other side. Just kind of cup your hand, and then also you can do the pressure that feels good to you. All right. Let's do, we were hitting that lung point, so find your collarbone. And then kind of right before it hits your shoulder, there's a divot in there. You guys feel that? That's the lung point. So that's a really good one if you're feeling congested. Take a deep breath. I can feel it helping my cilia out. Getting that stuff out, right? Okay, find it on the other side. Follow your collarbone down. Right before the shoulder muscle, there's that divot. And you're using your whole fist, so you're probably hitting it. Okay. And then let's just, again, rub our lower back. Our kidneys are right here. Before I started doing Tai Chi and Qigong, I really kind of lost track of where are my organs, And one Tai Chi teacher said, you can live without a limb, but a lot of the organs are pretty necessary, right? So this practice is a lot of taking care of your organs. You can tap. A lot of the twisting we do makes the organs like slide around on the inside so they don't get stuck together, which is kind of interesting. That you don't want your organs stuck together. Makes sense, though. And then so the legs will slap down the outside and slap up the inside. And then when you get to your hips, you can kind of change to fists here. That feels pretty good. The front of your hips, the sides of your hips. And then your lower back a little. And then we'll slap down And then up the inside. And then change the fist, hit on the, how they call this, the leg gates, where the hips go into your legs. There's a lot of arteries there, right? And on the side, back, down, up. Let's do the front. Sometimes we do, wait. Get your knees a little rhythm going. We will rock it. Done. Oh yeah, we did it. Okay, yay. Now let's just check in a little bit. Ooh, feeling that buzzing and tingling. You might notice, so a lot of the practice is kind of freeing up the stagnation, helping the circulation get to your organs, get to the different parts of your body that sometimes when we kind of keep our movements pretty like sedentary, or we tend to do the same thing. Like, how many of you guys were doing this? So it helps to do different moves to get that circulation flowing. Then you kind of notice maybe that buzzing, tingling, that circulation. And circulation is healing. So let it just flow. That's why we're kind of being careful, like trying to let our tension go. Tension is just blocking up that circulation. Just take a nice in through the nose, out through the nose. Okay. We're going to switch over into like some more flowing movements. So kind of help that circulation. So let's just shake out any last tension in through the nose, and let's do the heart sound, which is ha, 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 like H-A. Okay, inhale. Ha, one more. Slow it down. Again, just check. That's a nice one you can do every day. Just shake it out a little bit. All right. We'll do the 5-element flow today. It's a nice one that, if you do want to memorize a routine, that's kind of what we got going on this one. It'll touch all the organs. So we're going to have our feet, hips distance apart, that posture we were talking about at the beginning, kind of flat feet, knees are slightly bent, hips over, maybe more of the heel a little bit. And then your shoulders over your hips, the crown of your head suspended up by the sky. So tucking your chin, backing in to feel the length in the back of your neck. And your arms are relaxed to the side. The first one's called Buddha Holds Up the Earth. So we're kind of round. We hinge just a little. And on the inhale, take our hands up. When they're in front of the lungs, the palms face the lungs, because this is a lung movement. Then we rotate our hands to the sky, keeping those bent knees. And then we come back down, exhale, hands facing the lungs when they're in front of the lungs, all the way down. Inhale. Like your hands are balloons. Exhale. See how slowly, gracefully, gently floats up faces the sky, floats down. Again, facing the sky, but from down there. Inhale. The lung meridian travels to the thumb. So that's why in this move, your thumbs are really rotating around. So try to notice that, especially up top here. Last one. And then we'll just hold it. It's called lower embracing the tree. Your hands are like a circle, fingertips pointing towards each other. And now imagine bright white light filling your lungs. A really bright white light bulb. Imagine your lungs are glowing with that. Next, we'll go to the kidneys, it's called the water element, and that's move is called the fountain. So you basically just hinge over, your arms rotate so the backs of the hands face each other. Inhale like you're pulling up water from the earth through your body, and then your arms just go out to the side like a water fountain. Hinge at the waist. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, let your hands go out to the side. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, out to the side. Maybe just let your body feel like water a little bit. See how that is. Let's just do one more. And then hands in front again. If you want to, you can kind of face your palms towards your kidneys if it doesn't make you too uncomfortable. Imagine your kidneys glowing with like a bright blue light. And then bring your arms back in front. Next to the liver is tree sways in the wind, because liver is the wood element in this. So we rotate our torso to the left, and we bring our hands up our sides. The liver and gallbladder meridian run up the sides of the body. So connect, kind of come, when you're in the middle, you rotate to the other side. Inhale. Point your middle finger at the crown of your head, rotate back to the middle, and exhale. So maybe at the pause of the exhale, rotate, inhale. Pause, middle, exhale. It's nice with your breath in through the nose, out through the nose if you can, while we're doing these more gentle flowing. You can also put the tip of the tongue on the roof of your mouth if you remember. kind of complete your electrical circuit. Let's do one more for each side. And then just hold in the middle. This one, actually, you can bring your hands up. This is called embracing the tree, but that can kind of be hard to be relaxed in that at first. So you can always just come back here. And your liver's on your right side. So it'll be on that side for y'all. And you imagine bright green light, like a forest, kind of like the light filtering through the leaves. Just imagine that green just glowing in your liver. You can always come down for a second if that's a lot. Come back up. We're going to the heart move is cloudy hands. So then take your left hand down, your right hand's up, almost like you're about to dance with somebody, right? And then we're just going to rotate the torso to that upper hand. And when you get all the way to the side, you switch hands. Now your left hand's up, your right hand's down, and then you rotate your torso all the way to the other side. Keep your knees slightly bent. Switch hands when you're at the other side. Rotate all the way. So the top hand is kind of like the palm is facing your heart center, supporting your heart energy. The bottom hand's like the cloud, the shadow of the cloud. This move's called cloudy hands. And you can inhale one direction, exhale the other. Nice and slow. And then we'll come to the middle. And this one's like holding the golden urn to the sky. So it's like, feel like the earth, or no, the universal energy is coming in through your hands, like a bright red light is coming in from the universe and just filling up your heart. And your heart is glowing with a bright red light, like roses. Take nice deep breaths into your heart. And we'll bring our hands down. Next, the organ system is the stomach spleen, and it's called pebble in the pond. And so we'll hinge at the waist, and our palms are going to face the earth. And it's like if we dropped a pebble in the pond, just trace the ripples. And then bring it back to your lower dantian. That's kind of like your lower belly area. So exhale, trace the ripples. Inhale about halfway and bring that energy back to your center. Exhale, hinge at the waist. Inhale. Hands are flat, facing the earth, kind of like absorbing earth energy. What is earth energy? Gravity. We'd be floating off into space without gravity, right? This is where we're centered. Feeling centered, feeling open minded, feeling grounded. When we're grounded, we can be open minded. Feel the roots coming out of your feet and going into the earth. And just relax into the move as you get more comfortable with it. See if you can, it should kind of eventually feel like you could do it all day because it's just so easy. You're just using the bare amount of muscles. Let's do one more. This one, we bring our hands up to about chest level, but face the palms towards the earth. And again, imagine that earth energy is coming into your palms, through into your, which should be your left side, your stomach spleen area, and making that area glow a bright yellow, like yellow roses or yellow flowers. Just imagine that coming, your stomach spleen glowing with that light. Okay. Bring your hands to the middle. This last move is it's called the triple warmer. It's kind of like the harmony of everything coming together. And this move is called bringing down the heavens in the 6 directions. So we're going to inhale, and our hands come out to the side. And then exhale, your right arm goes in front, left arm behind. And then inhale, they come up like kind of like a ballerina, twist to the middle, and then the arms come down and through. Then we're going to go the other side. So inhale, left arm in front, right behind. Inhale, they come up above, come back to the middle, exhale down. Let's even just pause in each one of these. Feel like you're the center of the universe and just notice like that the universe does expand and infinite out both sides. The universe is expanding, it's infinite out the left and right sides. Now, the right arm in front, left behind. Again, just notice we're just in the middle of this expansive universe, in front and behind you. Hands above the head, come back to the middle. Also, above and below. And bring the hands down. Just kind of notice you're part of that. You're in it. Left in front, right behind. Inhale. Exhale. And then hands come down. One of my teachers said, I'm in the universe and the universe is in me. If you have a mantra that you like or some prayer, you can say that while you're doing this move. Moving meditation, and it's open to whatever works for you spiritually as well. Let's do one more. Left arm in front. Okay. So for the triple warmer, the standing posture, we interlock our thumbs, put them over our belly button, bring our feet closer together. This is called bamboo in the wind. And it invites you to really let go and let your body take the lead. Let it rock and sway. Just breathe gently and let your body kind of unwind. And then for the hour class, I do like to spend a couple minutes with meditation, seated meditation. So just sit down and check in again with your body. Maybe notice, get that crown of the head lifted, tuck your chin in. See if you can put your feet flat on the ground. Feel that groundedness. A lot of people struggle with meditation and find it hard, but what's really cool is after an hour practice like that, just notice how your body's ready to maybe sit still for a second. Maybe notice that as we move our bodies slower, our minds will go slower. And it's just a chance that instead of spending so much of our attention on what's outside of us, let's take that attention and put it on the inside of us. Notice your feet. Notice your calves, your thighs, the feeling of the chair. Notice your heart. Notice your brain. Maybe a thought has arisen, and that's okay because that's what the brain does. And just see if you can let it go. Like it's a piece of paper floating on a river or a cloud floating by in the sky. You can just let that thought go. And come back to noticing your body. Noticing the air filling your lungs. Start to wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers. Circle your ankles. Take a deep breath. Thank you guys so much for coming today. There's class tomorrow at the rec center at 11. You can make it.